Hello and welcome back to another video. In my last gardening video, I tidied up and planted some new plants in the flower beds on the bottom lawn. And today I'm going to be working on this little bed. This sits just above one of the beds on the bottom lawn. There's a lot of weeds in here. This is also an area that was sort of a mini rose garden before. So there's a big line of roses and they do look really nice. But it does look a bit bare, especially this time of year when the roses start falling off. I'm going to clear it back, take out some of this rubble, add some compost, and then go to the garden centre, get some plants. I'll probably get some ornamental grasses, I think, for this bit. I think that'll look quite nice. But without further ado, let's get into some clearing. Froggy! Now I'm going to add some compost to the area.
This is PZ Music.
And there we go. I've filled in most of the little dips with some compost just to make it a bit more level. And then tomorrow I'm going to go and get some plants. And then when I've got those, I'm going to add a bit more compost and some mulch. But yeah, it's looking better. It's nice and clear now. Still loads of stones there, but there's not much I can do. I'm not going to take everything out. I'd end up damaging the roots of the roses. But yeah, I'm thinking ornamental grasses all along here. And then over at this end, there should be a lot more space to add something a bit bigger. And then the plan is eventually to get a nice acer in this planter. But yeah, I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow for that. It is now the next day and I've been to the garden centre and got myself some plants. So here we have some ornamental grasses. I always wanted to get some of these. I think they look quite nice. I will go in the description and put the names of all the plants that I put in for you to go and have a look at if you are interested. And then for right at the end of this little bed, I got this Nandina Domestica Brightlight. And this is a bit of a bigger plant, which should fill in some of that space. And then also I got myself some clematis, but I'm not going to be planting that today in today's video. I'm actually going to be planting that in its own separate video. But what I'm going to do now is lay out the plants where I'm going to plant them, make sure I'm happy with how they look, then plant them, and then I'm going to add a bit more compost to the area and then add some mulch to cover up all of these horrible stones. Okay, so the plants are all in. I'm just going to water it for about 20 minutes and then add some bark. It's going to look loads better when the mulch is in and when all of this is cleared up, but the water should deal with that. The soil is all wet, and so now I'm just going to add some of this bark and then we're pretty much done. And there we go, that little bed has been complete. Looks pretty good now, and I know as it matures it's going to get even better. I got to sort out these roses. They're going to need a bit of a prune back soon, especially where you've got all of these dead flower heads still on them. But next year when they all flower, this is going to look really, really nice, and I'll definitely update you on that. Also, this little sleeper here needs a bit of a jet wash, and the stones need a bit of a clean, but I'm going to do that off camera in my own time. But yeah, really happy with how it's turned out. Definitely is a massive improvement, and just clearing it all back makes it so much easier to maintain in the future, so it's not going to end up like that bed over there, which I'll probably work on next week. I've still got the clematises to plant. Clematis? I still got them to plant anyway. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. Is there any other plants that you'd recommend for this kind of area? Especially as I'll be doing that soon, so leave your comments below. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.